Hello. Hello.
A warm welcome to everyone present here. Myself, Mohammad Abdul Ali, a member of Core Committee and Events Department team in Ikigai. I hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
We're just gonna wait for 2 minutes so that everyone could join, and we are gonna proceed with it.
Okay, sir.
So I hope you all are doing good and are safe in your respective homes. So, well, the topic of our today's talk is something different. It's not one of those materialistic topics. I think each one of us can relate to it. Well, what comes in our mind when we hear the word lockdown? Confining ourselves into the four walls of the home, or being idle or alone in your home, no meeting, no friends, just sitting idly. Is that it? Yeah, I hope is that it. If not, you can type in the chat box as well what comes in your mind when we hear the word lockdown. There was a virus called COVID 19. The terror of the virus was so hard that people even feared stepping out of their homes. That's the reason the concept of that lockdown has introduced. We used to hear in terrorism or something, but when it comes to India, this was the first time we heard the word lockdown and we have experienced it. Lockdown has changed our life completely, both in professional and personal terms. Well, this was the topic of our today's talk. Let me introduce you to the guest speaker, Dr. Vinaya. Hello, doctor. How are you?
Yeah. Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Hello.
So she has been awarded
Okay,
with
sir.
the
Yeah,
Young
I'm
Scientist
fine.
Award. She has been part of many international organizations such as South Asian Institute of Sustainable Development. She is appointed as reviewer and writer at the Brain Aura, a United Kingdom based organization. She has posted more than 22 journals in reputed magazines, ebooks, and newspapers, and she has been a co author of the book. Well, I don't want to waste much of your time, ma'am. You can proceed with it. We can't wait to hear you. The stage is all yours.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for such a warm introduction, actually. And I would like to proceed towards my topic, today's topic. Yeah. Yeah. Can you share a screen over there? Because I have shared my PPT with Asfiya madam. Otherwise,
Yes,
I will
ma'am,
share
you
from
can
this
share.
side.
Yes, ma'am, you can share it.
Okay, I will share.
Are you there? Am I audible? If yes, can anyone please type in the chat box if I'm audible? Ma'am, please you can continue. You can proceed with your session.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes. Actually, I went offline and again I came. That's why it happened. But
Yeah,
is there somebody sharing screen?
yeah. Screen has been shared by Asphia.
But I'm not. So the screen is not visible to me actually.
Just let me check, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. Sure.
Ma'am, the screen will be shared within 2 minutes. Till then, you can proceed.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Okay. So am I audible? Shall I start?
Yeah,
Hello.
you're audible.
Yes, sure. Okay, so uh, what I wanted to tell you that challenges were to fight against COVID-19. COVID-19 is very highly infectious disease, and that's why community transmission was the major problem. And community transmission meaning is when it is one person is affected, if somebody else is coming in contact with them, they are also affected. Okay, and if that person is having good immunity, then they are not showing any symptoms, but they are carrying that particular virus. And whenever some low immunity person is coming in contact with asymptomatic patient, then they are infected. So it was very difficult to get an idea that some people are asymptomatic but they are infected, and other people were getting infection. So this was the condition where For people, means government has to take a step forward towards lockdown. So this was the condition, and to stop this kind of person to person transmission, lockdown was the safest way to keep social distancing. And next challenge was, okay, lockdown was there, then what happened? How to survive in lockdown. So I'm not talking about wealthy people, because there is nothing for them to get food in plate after 7 o'clock of in the evening. But this middle class people was suffered. I mean, these people suffered very bad way, because very poor people also getting some stuff from charitable trust, then your political parties sometime, then from NGOs, so they were getting some help. I agree that these people, that particular help was not enough sufficient to survive them fully, but somewhere they were getting something. But in middle class people who are doing small businesses, like tea and vada pav, like that businesses, these people suffered very badly. And it was very bad patch of their life. There some people lost their lives. Some people lost their jobs also, where they are working like waiters and all. So this was the condition. Then uh, and this was the condition, their financial condition. And in that, if anybody is affecting from the family, then medical expenses for them, it was a major problem for them. Then again, to keep immunity boosted, it is also one of the challenge, the sanitization, hygiene. So these are some challenges in front of each and everyone. We all have gone through these all things. Then next is challenges were there in schooling. So like attention was major challenge in online mode, because some psychologists are saying that if a teacher is in front of student, okay, and if somebody focused student is concerned, then also that focused student can concentrate 80%. Nobody can concentrate 100% on the in the classroom, right? That 20% distractions are there. Some peons are coming. First peon is coming inside, going outside. Then somebody is calling. Means these are the some distractions, vehicles, all these things. So it is the thing. When a teacher is in front, physically present in front of student, but in online mode there are so many distractions, because students are not in that mind also sometime, at the home, because it is new for everyone, for teachers, parents and student also. And if attention is not there, then ultimately content inculcation is the major challenge. Again, student development. As far as education is concerned, student development is a major problem, because it is not about to cognitive development, right? So it is like these students are, when the student step out from the home, their interaction with the neighbors, their interaction with the person who is coming across while going school, then their interaction with friends, parents, with their friends, then teaching staff, non-teaching staff. So this is what that how they interact with each other, their good friends, their bad friends, that kind of thing somewhere missing in this online mode of education. Then similarly group dynamics also. Then next and major challenge was, what about middle and slow learner student? They are unable to grasp knowledge through online mode, because it is a small screen is there. So there are these are barriers actually. Student can't get that immediate whatever drastic change has come in the education system. Then again, teachers also not used to do deliver content effectively through online modes. So there, that was a major challenge. And one of the thing is, some students are living in rural area, right? So there is no any internet connectivity also. So it was major problem. So parents are not more educated sometimes. So whatever instructions are coming from the teachers on their smartphone, though they are using smartphone, they are not able to understand that instructions also properly. Then examination conduction was a major problem. And if they are conducted, then transfer the examination they, because I have seen many students like they are there were MCQs, and they are googling and writing answer here, googling and writing answer here. So this kind of things happen. So this was all about schooling. Actually, I am told that this organization is of student organization. That's why I took this one extra slide into these challenges in front of schooling, because students know their struggle only. But you know what? Their parents also struggled in that period, and their teachers also struggled. That's why. So next was introduction to COVID-19. Okay, so International Committee on Taxonomy of Virus, ICTV, they have classified this new coronavirus as a severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. Now, why 2? I will tell you later. Okay, but for now, you just concentrate on SARS-CoV-2. It was classified by International Committee on Taxonomy of Virus. Okay. Afterward, tentatively, World Health Organization have named it as a 2019 coronavirus, and finally, WHO declared that this is a COVID-19, that is coronavirus disease 2019. Okay, so this is an introduction. This particular virus is survived in very low environmental temperature, and major outbreaks has been reported in China, USA, Italy, Germany, Spain, and also in India. I have gone through that thing. That's why I would like to add that thing. Then coronavirus is not new. That is what I told, that SARS-CoV-2 in 2009. So first SARS was there in 2003, but it was limited to China only. That also, that outbreak also first time occur in China, right? And this particular SARS was limited to China country. So their management, their government has controlled that thing proper. But it was not so popular as like your COVID-19. Afterward, in 2012, Middle East respiratory syndrome coronavirus emerged, and that was limited to Middle East countries. It was limited to group of countries simply. So in Middle East countries means, for example, Iraq, Iran, Palestine, Saudi Arabia, then your Qatar. So and now you can get idea that Middle East countries are there in the map of world. So that particular group of countries were affected. So it was not impacted on whole world. However, this SARS-CoV means SARS-CoV-2 is impactful worldwide. More than 200 countries were impacted, and that's why World Health Organization declared it as a public health emergency of international concern. Okay, so this is what major reason why lockdown occurred. Through some Lancet journal, actually, I collected this information that the person who is carrying either heart disease, cancer, diabetes, high BP, or lung diseases, they are more they are prone to develop this COVID-19 disease actually. Why? Because if person is ill, obviously his immunity is low, and immunity is low means highly infectious disease can that person can easily infected with such disease. So from some surveys of this or research in Lancet Journal, they are saying that in India, it is the same situation outside India also, but I'm talking about India right now. So after every three healthy people, fourth person is either carrying this one of these diseases. Okay, this is the situation. That means that person having low immunity, so it is very easy to get infected by that person. And if that person is infected, means it is a community transmission. So all other people in the home, they also can more or less they are exposed to the virus and they can get infection. So only option is social distancing on this particular situation. So this was the reason why government took the step forward to minimize the human contact by means of countrywide shutdown, and that is what we are calling it as a lockdown. Right now, they have ordered employers that government has ordered employers to allow return to employee in this situation. Now what happened? There are you know what, there every situation is bringing two sides every time, right? Bright side and dark side. Okay, so if you know, due to this lockdown, so many dark sides were there. Like many people lost their jobs, then poverty, so many things are there that we all know. But this particular lockdown situation brings some positive changes, and that positive changes with the environment, quality of environment. And today's topic is this quality of environment. What changes occur in environment due to this lockdown? Okay, so I would like to focus on bright side of the lockdown. So first, I would like to tell you about air pollution. Okay, so because of lockdown, what happened? So many air pollution generating sectors like industries, construction activities, manufacturing, these all are like they are sources of air pollution. Okay, but due to this lockdown, all these kind of sectors has stopped over there, and emission was ultimately stopped. So the impact on quality of air that is observed by CPCB, that is Central Pollution Control Board, and taken from continuous ambient air quality monitoring network, and it shows that air quality index, sorry, air quality index is drastically decreased or reduced from 300 to 40. So what is air quality index means AQI means air quality index, and air quality index is a single it is a single digit which can determine, or which can show you the quality of air at particular location, right? And now this AQI, when it is 0 to 50, it is good quality of air. Then when it is 50 to 100, moderate. 50 to 150 means 100 to 150 means unhealthy for sensitive group. So for sensitive group, I will give you an example. If somebody is asthmatic, okay, such person when coming in contact with location where particulate matters are more, okay, suspended particulate matters are more, then what will happen? He will get some asthmatic attack, or his health will give some bad impact. Okay, right? So he is affected over there. But if person with so it is sensitive, it is unhealthy for sensitive group only, but not for all. However, when that AQI is more than 150, 150 to 200, it is unhealthy for everybody, right? And when it is 200 to 300, very unhealthy. That is Delhi, whatever air quality is right now in the Delhi, it is very very unhealthy for all people. So and when it is more than 300 means it is hazardous. You can't go without any mask and all these things. And if means it is very dangerous for humans and also for plants also. So this is the thing. Now, I wanted to tell you something about this is what I told you about AQI. So AQI decrease very drastically change. It was so 300 to 40 means on very unhealthy to good quality of air it is changed. And this change was only in 3 to 4 weeks of lockdown, complete lockdown. Okay, so this much of change occurred. And I you all maybe knowing that thing that in our country four major polluted cities are first is Delhi, second is Mumbai, then Chennai, and fourth is Kolkata. So we have concentrated on that four cities. You can see that all are somewhere here unhealthy part of things, and all are coming uh, in good category of air quality. Then particulate matter. These particulate matters are PM10 and 2.5. These are the ranges of particles of that particulate matter, right? Now, PM10 means 10 micrometer size particles that may be solid, that may be liquid, okay, which are suspended in the air. And this PM10 they are getting into our respiratory system, and they are remain deposited in the upper respiratory tract. Okay, however, this 2.5 is very dangerous. These 10 micrometer particles, they are getting entry into the lungs, and with that they are remain deposited into the lung, and they induces many lung diseases, and they are major diseases actually. So this is very hazardous. So now what happened? This because of this lockdown, these particulate matters decreased by 35 to 50% in Delhi, and in overall India it decreased by 35%. Okay. Then SOx, NOx, and COX, that is oxides of sulfur, oxides of nitrogen, and carbon dioxide. Okay, carbon monoxide means carbon oxides of carbon. Whatever. So they are also reduced. So NOx and COX reduce, and sulfur dioxide sulfur dioxide is having more tropospheric time. Okay, lifetime. So what happened? It will not give you change in small period of time. It will take time to degrade in the environment. Okay, so this was the thing. Then ozone increased. Ozone increased. I'm talking about in troposphere, because when ozone is present in stratosphere it is good for our mother earth, right? But when it is present in troposphere it is one of the major pollutant, right? So and I'm not going into detail of photochemical smog, but I would like to tell you because it will take more than 1.5 hours, because it is 5 to 6 step reaction actually, and how volatile organic compounds are reacting, then how NOx and COX are reacting. So it will take more time, but I will say that this ozone is balanced by NOx, that is oxides of nitrogen, in the environment, in the air. Okay, so it is a secondary pollutant actually, ozone is. But what happened due to transportation of, due to your industrial activities shut down? What happened? This ozone increased because NOx decreased. NOx was not there to degrade ozone, right? ozone increased and again NOx decreased. So this was the reaction in the air quality, and other things were reduced, but the ozone again increased. That was the impact on the air quality. The next is, this is all about we talked. This is also we talked. So this is what break means a breathtaking photo you can see. This is a Mount Everest. It is seen from Kathmandu Valley in Nepal. Okay, that is, it is seen from 200 kilometer away. Whereas it was like before it was like this. That is, very blur it was due to suspended particulate matter or maybe air pollutions like that. But now it is clear. So it is, you can feel that change in the air quality. This is also, these photos are from Washington Post. It is uh, one of the newspaper in abroad countries. So they are also given that example of India over there. That see how India is experiencing very good blue skies and clean air like that. Okay. So now, up to now, I have told you whatever uh, scenario is in India. But now I will talk something about abroad countries. What was the air quality in abroad countries? Right? So before that, I would like to tell you one thing that the poor air quality is one of the major means fifth risk factor in mortality rate. Okay, that 7 million people annually, they are dying only because of poor air quality. And this is data given by WHO only. This link is from WHO. So you know what? It is very dangerous, of course, because as far as COVID-19 percentage of death we are looking at, it is 3.4 something, but 7.6% of people are dying each year due to this low air quality. Okay. Next is UK. In UK, 2 week lockdown. 2 week lockdown only. They are saying it is emitting more than 60% of NOx in Asia. And unfortunately, our India is but this China is polluting and we are impacted. That is what. So it has to go about somewhere. Then, secondly, European Space Agency scientists they have estimated that the drop in NOx concentration across the Europe and China, that is they also observed that there is a drop in nitrogen in lockdown period, and they use this satellite Copernicus Sentinel 5K satellite for this for acquiring this kind of information. Okay, then next, sorry. Then NASA also worked on it. NASA is saying that they actually compared average concentration of NOx in March 2015 to 19. Whatever concentration of NOx was there, it is average of that particular 5 years, and it is compared with March 2026. You are getting my point? Average of March 2015 to 2019 NOx compared with NOx which is found in March 2020. Okay, no, sorry, 2020. So it was a 30% drop in the NOx concentration in northeast US. So it was one of the things that we can observe from this lockdown, that outside country, developing country, developed country also not going to, they are also not regulating. They fail to regulate air quality. They have given some cap of discharge or cap of emissions, but they are polluting more than that cap. So nobody is taking care of Earth. Okay. Then again, you can. It is shown that South Asia also, they also found that 30 to 60% of NOx level decreases over here. Okay, so this is the scenario in yeah, outside the countries, in developed countries, most of the thing. Then this is what I already talked about, that death rate due to poor air quality is 7.6%. However, death rate of COVID-19 was 3.54%. You all have seen in the news actually that 65,000 new cases found, then 45,000 people died, 2,000 people died in one day. Like that, news were there. So big picture was there in front of each and everybody, right, in TV. But the death due to poor air quality is not coming in news, and that's why we are not aware about that. But actually, thing is that mm, whatever death occur in 2000 in this COVID-19 era, double death of that are happening only because of poor air quality, and that is the reason. I'm being an environmentalist, I would like to tell you all people that you should take care of your air quality. Okay, this is what the impact of our lockdown actually is found. And also this lockdown, I told you I am going to focus on bright side of the lockdown, right? So bright side is people are not allowed to go outside, right? But due to this, some people who are symptomatic or sensitive regarding the pollution saved their life because of this lockdown actually. Many people they lost their lives because of COVID-19. However, these people saved their life because of lockdown, because they are not going outside, emission was less, pollution was less. They saved their life from cardiovascular illness, premature deaths, asthma, other respiratory diseases like that. So this is the positive thing of lockdown. So this is simply comparison of air pollutant from before lockdown and after lockdown. Then I would like to talk about water pollution. What was the thing? So for this, I have concentrated on Ganga because this Ganga we are considering. There is many beliefs are there. Holy holistic importance is there for this Ganga river. Actually, we are calling it as a Mata Ganga in the international language. So this Ganga I'm talking about. Whatever pollution is there in Ganga, we run the Ganga action plan, right? To keep Ganga clean. Okay. But what happened in Ganga actually, if 100% pollution is there, 80% pollution is only because of domestic sewage. Okay. Now, 80% pollution is because of domestic, but 20% from industrial waste. Okay. Now, then also, now look at this situation in the lockdown. What happened? Industrial waste was stopped somewhere, right? But domestic waste was there in same quantity, same rate. It was going into Ganga. But what happened? Then also Ganga pollution means quality of water in Ganga, it was improved. There was improvement. And what improvement? It was that pH reduced by 10%, 1 to 10%. Then EC also, that is electrical conductivity reduced. Now electrical conductivity reduced means what? TDS also reduced. TDS is total dissolved solids. Okay. Now through your domestic sewage, TDS is also coming, right? And more TDS is there in domestic sewage as compared to your industrial sewage waste. Okay, but then also electrical conductivity reduce. And that means TDS is somewhere reduced. Okay, because electrical conductivity is directly proportional to TDS. Okay, now. Chemical oxygen demand also reduce. Okay, what is chemical oxygen demand means? It is a requirement of oxygen to degrade or oxidize waste or organic matter by chemical means, by means of chemical. Okay, that is also now demand of oxygen decrease means quality of air increased. You are getting my point. So it is like that only. Then same with biological oxygen demand. Biological oxygen demands means requirement of oxygen to oxidize waste or organic matter by chemical means. You are getting my point. That is what your biological oxygen demand means. You are getting my point. That is what your BOD, that is biological oxygen demand. That is also reduced means water quality again improved, right? Now dissolved oxygen, it is increased means dissolved oxygen is increasing means quality of water is also increasing because oxygen is more, dissolved oxygen is more, right? Next, it is there are some water pollution pollutants like sewage, industrial waste, and agricultural waste, and more many of these pollutants. Sources of pollutants stopped because of lockdown. Now, what happened? By looking at the condition and all situation, we can conclude that industrial waste is somewhere constrained. Okay, and sewage, because sewage is same in quantity and same in the rate that is being discharged into the water resources, and self cleansing property of Ganga is improving then also. That means somewhere industrial waste is the constraint. Okay, I hope you are agree with me. Okay, now what happened, there are many rules and regulations in India, right? That is, EPA is there, Environmental Protection Act is there, Factory Acts is there, then your Water Act is there, Air Act is there. So many acts are there. That means there is no any lack of laws. That's why this is happening. But that laws are not being followed, and that is the problem actually. Because we environmentalists are giving ECs, right? That means MOEF is giving ECs, but we are making some EIA, environmental impact assessment, and through that, what is happening? People they are getting easy for their industry. Okay, that is environmental clearance. In that EIA, we are directly writing clause that you have to take care of this mitigation measure should be there, this mitigation measure your discharge should be this much of air quality should be there of water. All things are there in the document only, and it is following. That's why this is happening. Okay, so a strict regulation to be enforcement for industries for a effluent discharge in the water resources. That is big necessity of their now in the in present situation actually. So this is what self-regulating property of Ganga. This is depend on this particular theory, Gaia theory. So this is a bookish language actually. As it is, I have pasted here what is Gaia theory. But I would like to explain it in one sentence. What is Gaia theory? Gaia theory is the thing. Uh, Gaia is actually Greek earth goddess. Means we are calling earth as a mata or mother earth. Many of the time we are calling it as a mother earth. Same way, these Greek people are calling their earth goddess as a Gaia. So Gaia theory is what, on the earth there is everything is like they are supporting each other for their betterment of life. Whatever natural things are there, they are everything is supporting everybody's life. They are interacting with each other. And after means I would like to give you one example. If one plant dies, that plant after dying, It is not waste actually. If we are using something and when it is over, that use is over, we are simply wasting something. But in case of nature, this dead plant is used by some decomposers as a food. Okay, you are getting my point. Means what happened? Their life is depend on this dead thing, and again, decomposer whatever remaining is there, that is mixed into the soil, and all things are going on. So this is what self-regulating complex system is there in the earth to support everyone's life. Okay, so this was the example I have given, but there is a complex system. Everything is depend on each other. So this is what so I would like to read it once to get catch that particular principle. The Gaia hypothesis, also known as the Gaia theory, Gaia paradigm, or Gaia theory, and it's proposed that living things interact with their inorganic surroundings on Earth to form a synergistic and uh, self-regulating complex system that helps to maintain and perpetuate the condition of life on the planet. It postulates that all living things have a regulatory effect on the Earth's environment that promotes life overall. The Earth is homeostatic in support of life-sustaining conditions. Okay, so this is what Gaia theory. Now I would like to talk about ozone layer. When I'm talking about ozone layer, ozone concentration, simply concentration in troposphere. So that is in troposphere. Now troposphere is 0 to 10
Excuse me,
kilometer
ma'am.
space. Yes. Hello.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we just have
Yes.
last half an hour. So that was a reminder that I wanted to give you. The session
Okay.
is,
Okay.
I think,
I think in
6:30.
15 minutes it will over. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Till 15 minutes you can
Yeah.
continue.
Okay. Okay.
Then
I would like to wrap up.
no, no, no.
Yes.
You
Yes.
can continue.
Sure. Sure.
After that, we are gonna have some question answer session.
Okay, sir.
Oh, you may
Yeah.
proceed, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yes, yes. Okay. So, when I'm talking about troposphere, it is 0 to 10 kilometer, whatever above the Earth's surface, that is our troposphere, and above that, 10 to 50 kilometer, it is the stratosphere. Okay. So, when this ozone is present in troposphere, it is a big pollutant, air pollutant. However, when this ozone is present in stratosphere, it is good for our Earth planet. Okay, because it is like umbrella on Earth, and it filters UV rays which are coming from the sun. Okay, and so that we can yeah, get good quality of life over here, yeah, on the earth. Now, ozone depleting substances are there. Many substances like chlorine, bromine, and so many substances are there. And sometimes these substances are natural and man-made. But natural means there is a limitation. The production of anything is limited. But when it is man-made, man is always greedy. Okay, so they are producing more and more and more, and that is dangerous for the environment. And what happened in this lockdown, this kind of formation of this ODS, that is ozone depleting sources, substances are decreased. So ultimately what happened, ozone concentration in stratosphere also increase because depleting agents are less, and concentration is increased. But I would like to tell you one thing very clearly, that um, due to the stoppage of ODS in 1 to 2 week, or 2 to 3 weeks, it will not reduce or increase the concentration of ozone drastically. Like AQI and all, because this is the procedure. It takes too much time. Centuries of ODS leads to the formation of hole into the ozone actually. So I am not 100% agree with this as statement actually, but I got this kind of information from some literature. That's why I put it over here. But somehow it may possible because lockdown period was of more than 1 year, means more or less it was 1 year, right? So maybe there is a less or that concentration of ozone increased in stratosphere maybe. But that hole is not closed. That is I'm against that particular uh, uh, statement. Then this is what one picture in that you can get all the things. What was the impact on graphical abstract we can see for that. That is, this is the main SARS-CoV-2 is the main constraint, and afterward person to person transmission was there. That's why lockdown happened. Because of lockdown, pollution level increase decrease accordingly. So in air, what happened? Air quality index decrease, then PM 10 2.5 SOx NOx decrease, ozone increase in troposphere, water quality. That is with the help of Gaia principle, whatever regulating system, self cleansing property of earth is there. So that is observed in water quality of Ganga especially. Then this is what conclusion actually. So lockdown, I can tell you that conclusion my conclusions are depend on only bright side of the lockdown. So I would say that it was fruitful for all human beings in experiencing good air quality in the atmosphere. And as I already told you that this is the fifth, air quality is the fifth risk factor in mortality rate in the world. Then significant improvement also seen in self-cleansing property of rivers or water resources, and very much important. And we have to concentrate on that strict regulation to be enforcement for industries for effluent discharge in the water resources. Okay. Now remedies. Remedies are like reduce cars on the road, whenever possible, try to go by mass transportation. Then electric cars should come in use actually, and charging station installment of charging station should be there. But it is not in your hand or my hand. It is a governmental steps actually. Government can do something, some step forward for this. Now, renewable resources for generation of electricity, it is one of the remedy, and encouragement of we can get control on air quality because this is what most important thing in the present situation actually. Uh, so this is what all about impact on lockdown due to impact of lockdown on the environment as far as my knowledge is concerned. So I would like to stop here with this, and thank you so much for organization to give this opportunity. If anybody is having question, then they can ask me, and otherwise my email ID is also there, so they can contact me afterward also after session. So thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. It was really great. We actually got a lot of things to learn. Uh, Starting with my question, ma'am, since you have said, Ganga is a sacred river. So, how domestic waste is generated in that
Yes.
sacred river, ma'am?
Yes, that is what actually a very good question it is. But you know what? There is no option for these people, or there is no option for There are so many restrictions also given by government that it should not go. But you know what? Somewhere it should be discharged. Okay, so many STPs are also installed in that particular under that. So government is also spending that money on that keep spending so much clean that sewage is it is being treated and then it is going into the water resource. But that is what I wanted to tell you, that there are so many things, so many acts are there, but nobody is following up to line, up to that. That is why it is happening. And this is Ganga, and nobody is don't they don't even care about Ganga. Who are living on the bank of Ganga, they are not, don't even care. And we are away from Ganga, so we are like we have some soft corner with the Ganga, because it is Mata, it is mother river. It is, we have some soft corner with the Ganga, but so it is not in our hand actually. There are so many rules and regulations are there. Government is also giving
Yes, ma'am.
to keep Ganga clean. So it is our bad luck actually.
And another question from myself only, ma'am. Ma'am, what are your
Yes.
opinions about our organization Ikigai, and what we as an organization could do, bring an impact for the environmental change?
Yeah, sure. Actually, more than government can do so many things actually. So according to me, I would say key awareness means can be done through our area. As I am a part of this organization, I am our organization very proud of. There are so many things we can do to keep environment, clean means how to encourage them for mass transportation, how to encourage them for small their transportation, how to encourage habits, so they bring sanity to the environment, like that things we can do about. But if now I'm telling so an example, and 20,000 students are going, 20,000 students are mass going into school for the education to convert it digital. Then if they are going so if you think about one student students are going and coming. Okay, that means four 15 times a day. That means road is busy with this car. That means per day environment actually. So you can't even think about that. So that much of awareness should be there in the student mind. Then and then only they can apply it in their day-to-day life, and that would be the major thing we can do it. As our student is that as our organization is of students,
Absolutely,
it
ma'am.
is for students. So that I would suggest. Yeah,
Absolutely.
awareness is the thing we can do.
So all the participants, the chat box is all yours. You can ask anything, any question. Ma'am is here to answer.
Yes.
Ma'am, we have a question from our member,
Somebody
Asfiya.
is saying learning virtually is different. Mm-hmm.
Uh, Ma'am, what about planting indoor plant? Is it a good opinion? So this was the question asked by Asfiya.
Sorry.
Ma'am, what about planting indoor? Is it a good opinion? So this was basically a question asked by Asfiya.
Okay, it is in chat box.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
It's in
What
chat
about
box.
option of option. Okay, that is a good option, but you know what? Means why it is planting trees outside is there's a sink of carbon sequestration. When you are talking about indoor plants, that is for I would say that is good for your internal decorations and all, and for your pleasant environment. That's it. I would say, but actual carbon sequestration is being there outside when you are planting big tree, more than 15-meter tree height of tree. It should be there. If you are going in EIA notification 2020, or principal EIA notification of 2006, there is one rule for industries actually, or any developmental project. There should be more than 33% of the land which is acquired for that particular project, that should be covered with green belt. That is the main purpose in is what carbon sequestration. And if madam is talking about indoor plantation, there is there is no any role of that indoor plants in carbon sequestration, because we are talking about decrease of pollution in the environment. So that is not that much significant as you are planting trees outside. Okay, so that is what I would like to say on this question. I hope you are satisfied with my answer. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, she have typed in the chat box.
Okay. Actually, you see if it is possible. And one more suggestion I would like to give you. Okay, my voice is breaking. She's saying okay. In say, if you are a healthy environment in the room, it is contribute to climate change. Okay, it is not going to say it up to it is not
Actually, ma'am, your voice is
indoor
breaking.
plants, I would say. Actually, sir, voice is breaking, and I noticed that your voice is. I am also getting a message from your voice breaking. Maybe it is internet problem.
Ma'am, is it audible now?
What are your perspective on our organization? Hmm. Yes, now it is. Okay, so now on.
Yes, ma'am. You may proceed with the answer.
Yeah, actually, I told you, no, that question is related to planting indoor, like right. So in city, it is not possible to go outdoor and plant trees, but you can plant, no doubt. But you in roadside you have to plant, in fact, because in Mumbai also now that thing is going on. Metro is also, that work is going on, but they are planting trees on roadside, so that work is going on. that plants are should not be also what we want. So that can be done, but be like golden and that exotic species that plants should be as carbon city more than they can act as a okay, so under for them. So that would be my
Uh, Ma'am, last question from my side. Do you think the environmental science, this subject, this field should be taken seriously right from our school age?
other. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Now it is audible. Yes, sir.
Ma'am, do you think the subject and the field of environmental sciences, should be taken in consideration and, should be taught within our school age itself?
Yes, actually, because in 2012, even Supreme Court amendment that every KG to PG there should be environmental science subject compulsory. Okay, but it is not again it is not followed by any of the institutes. Some colleges from Delhi University only going to appoint environmental science teachers. Otherwise, chemistry people are also teaching environmental science. Biology people also teaching environmental science, but they are not teaching in that effective way that environmental science person can teach that particular thing. And what happened? It is there in the rule, but it is not being taught. And people means these teachers are giving off a period. Environmental science period is there on their timetable if you are seeing,
Yes.
but there it is like off period, or they are taking the they are completing their syllabus, biology syllabus, or and their syllabus in that particular period. So it is for what our bad luck that our subject is not that much have potential in the education system actually, but it is important actually, because I'm not telling about this post graduation and all, but at least the small children, kids should get idea of importance of environment, then because they are the strength of our nation, right? Afterward they will then change the scenario. That's why environmental science subject
Yes,
should be
ma'am.
there.
Absolutely,
It
absolutely
should
right.
be there in at least up to
So well, that marks the end of our session. I guess everyone understood very clearly since they aren't having any questions yet. So I personally thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for educating us about the importance of environment and protecting it from many pollutants.
yeah, it's my pleasure.
I hope we all got that sense of responsibility, to take this action in our hands and protect it from all pollutants. Now I think it's a responsibility of us, the citizens of this world, to come forward and make this world a better place to live in. And I would personally thank all the participants for attending. It was great to have you all here, and I appreciate all the efforts of ma'am for taking this step, for taking this initiative to educate us about this topic. And talking about the lockdown, I think though lockdown has negative aspects, but we need to see as a brighter side as well, where many people lost their lives, people got the meaning of life, where we lost the humanity and relationships in the time, we were just moving forward, and we saw many things have been left behind. But due to this lockdown, we actually got to know the real value of humanity and relationships. I think it's important that we continue, and it's important that we keep it as a value. And thank you all, thank you everyone for attending. I really have no words to express my gratitude, ma'am.
So, see you at another time. Till then, have a great day ahead. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for
Thank you so
joining.
much.
See you around.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.